Hello students, today we are going to start History, chapter number 3, Nazism and the rise of Hitler. So let us start. In this chapter, the key points are Germany in World War I, the birth of the Weimar Republic, Treaty of Versailles, effect of First World War on Germany. We will see about the social effects, political effects and economic crisis that's called hyperinflation. Youth of Hitler's world view, Nazi Germany and Nazi propaganda. All these topics we will learn about in the chapter Nazism and the rise of Hitler. Now, let us start with the topic Germany in World War I. The First World War was fought between Germany Empire and Turkey Central Power against the Allies power England, France and Russia. They all joined the war assuming a quick gain and quick victory. It means they want a spot time, a more and more profit. France and Belgium were occupied by Germany, resulting in the initial gains for it. But soon after, USA joined the war in 1917. The situation turned around. Each and every situation will totally change because USA joined the war in 1917. In 1918, the First World War was won by the Allies by defeating Germany and the Central Power. Now, the birth of the Weimar Republic. After the defeat of Germany in the First World War and the abdication of the king, the German polity was rebuilt. A nation assembly met at Weimar and established a democratic constitution with federal structure. There were two major defects in the Weimar constitutions which resulted in its instability and vulnerability to dictatorship. First, proportional representation. It means this created problems for any one party to gain majority, leading to a rule by coalition. Next, Article 48. This is very important. With the help of Article 48, which gave the President the power to impose emergency, suspended civil rights and rule by declare. The Weimar Republic dissolved about 20 times by the President within a span of 239 days. Due to this democratic parliamentary system, crisis in the economy, polity and society is totally changed and Hitler rose to power. Now, the Treaty of Versailles, it's happened with or signed between Germany and the Allies power, we will call as Central Powers and Allies powers. Germany lost all its overseas colony, a tenth of its population and 13% of its territories. 26% of its coal mines and 75% of its iron mines were gifts to France, Poland, Denmark and Lithuania. To weaken its powers, the Allied power demilitarized Germany. Germany was held responsible for the First World War and the damage suffered by the Allied countries. Due to this reason, Germany was forced to pay compensation of $6 billion. The resources rich Rhineland of Germany was occupied by the Allied armies. Now we will learn about effects of First World War on Germany. There are three types of effects: social effects, political effects and economical effects. So let us start with social effects. Due to the harsh impact of the war, the soldiers were placed civilians. There were great stress laid on for man to be aggressive, strong and masculine by the political leader and media. Aggressive war, propaganda and national honor result in popular support for conservative dictatorship. Now let us see the political effects. The birth of Weimar Republic coincidence with the revolutionary uprising of the Spartacist League. Soviet style government was demanded Berlin. But the uprising was suppressed with the help of war veterans organization known as Free Crops. In an economic crisis, the main term is hyperinflation. It means Germany fought First World War mainly on loans and later had to repay it in gold. The result of depletion gold reserves. As Germany refused to pay the loan in 1923 because they don't have that much of money. In return, France occupied its leading industrial area Ruhr, that is very important area for Germany. Germany began printing paper currency recklessly or unrestly, and this resulted in over circulation of the paper currency, due to which the values of German mark fell. It means no importance of the money in Germany. This comes to known as hyperinflation, a situation when prices rose phenomenally high and high. Let us see what the Hitler's world view about the all over the world. According to his views, there was a racial hierarchy that followed and no equality between people. It means they want to do the discrimination between the individual. In his views, blonde, blue eyes, Nordic German, Aryans were at the top, while Jews were located at the lowest rung. They came to be regarded as an anti-race, the arch enemies of the Aryans. Another ideology of Hitler was Lebensraum, living space. He believed that new territories had to be acquired for settlement for development. This would widen the area of his motherland and their resources. He wanted a society consisting of only pure and healthy Nordic Aryans. Hitler considered blacks, gypsies, and Jews as racial inferiors. They were persecuted on wide scale. It means they hate these three peoples, blacks, gypsies, and Jews, and they didn't like these three peoples. But worst sufferers were the Jews. They were stereotyped as killers of Christ and usurers by the Nazis. They were made to live in separately marked area known as ghettos. Concentration camps and gas chambers were built to execute them on a larger scale. It means these peoples they were killed on the gas chamber. Now we will see about youth of Nazi Germany. The teachers who were Jews or seen as politically unreliable were dismissed from the job. In Nazi terms, the school were cleaned and purified. The children of German and Jews were segregated or differented. They were not allowed to sit or play together anymore. And soon the physically handicapped gypsies and Jews were thrown out of the school as they were considered as undesirable persons. The German children went through an ideological training in Nazi school where school textbooks were rewritten. Radical science was introduced to justify Nazi ideas of race and color. Stereotypes about Jews were popularized. The ideologies of Nazi included the hatred toward Jews and worshipping Hitler and only Hitler, and to be loyal and submissive towards him. Even the function of sports was utilized to make children iron hearted, strong, and masculine. Youth organizations were responsible for educating German youth in the spirit of National Socialism. 10 years old had to enter junk walk. After 14, all boys has to join Nazi youth organization called Hitler Youth, where they learn to worship war, glorify aggression and violence, condemn democracy, and hate Jews, communists, gypsies, and all those categorized as undesirable individuals. Nazi propaganda about the world. The Nazi regimes were careful of using language and media. They never used the word kill or murder in their official communication. Mass killing were termed as special treatment, final solution, euthanasia, selection, and disinfections. Media won the support and helped in popularizing their worldview. Nazi ideas were spread through visual images, films, radio, posters, catchy slogans, and leaflets. The Germans mocked, abused, and stereotyped the group identities of their enemies in the posters. Socialists and liberals were represented as weak and degenerate. Orthodox Jews were shown with flowing beards, wearing kaftans. They were referred as a vermin, rat, and pest. Their movements were compared to those of rodents and reptiles type of animals. Now, this is all about of this chapter. I hope you understand this chapter in a clear manner. The chapter is very, very interesting. If you have any doubt, any query, my dear students, you will freely to ask me in a live session. Till then, bye bye. Take care.